I'm gonna turn this overhead light off. Let's see if it can. It shows up on camera better.
The camera will pick it up. The camera picks up all lighting.
Can I walk in it?
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, be careful when you step off from the carpet to the tile, because you'll be like stepping on the ice at the bottom of your feet or wet, or your shoes.
This Saturday morning job, we're cleaning a Frieze carpet. And this is just the living room. We've got like 4 or 5 rooms to clean, but it's not going to be any big deal. We're probably just going to show the living room here. We got people sleeping still in parts of the house, so. He only pre-sprayed up to that line he's at, so the area he was standing there behind him doesn't have pre-spray down yet, so we're not cleaning the whole living room at one time here. It's coming right out.
Yeah, there's some dark spots in it. Nothing that's a bad stain. It's just, someone spilled some Coke or some coffee or something like that. And it's coming right on out.
Now we're using a neutral pH cleaner on this, so that way there won't be a residue left behind that will attract dirt.
No resolving, none of that.
When we do use a higher pH, it's only 9.5, so it's usually pretty easy to rinse it out. One thing you want to keep in mind, because we do have people ask us about this sometimes, some can depend on the hardness of your local water. If you've got really soft water, for instance, then it's going to be really hard to rinse soaps and detergents out of carpet. If you have water that's too hard, you have to use a lot of soap just to get any cleaning done. And we're kind of lucky in this region. The water is really cooperative. The hardness of the water is real cooperative for cleaning, so we don't have callback issues because of residue. Also, with the arid conditions that we generally have, carpets dry a lot quicker than they do in other areas of the country. So
we've been cleaning in this area for
just in this area for 6 years.
And we've never ever had a callback.
Yeah.
Ever in 6 years.
It's a great area for cleaning carpets. All right, it's working. All you got to do is, if you notice you're not picking up very good anymore, it's time to flip the bonnet over and use the other side. And then at a certain point, you may want to rinse the bonnet out and get all the dirt out. It does hold a lot of dirt. Now this carpet, we don't have to put tons of pre-spray down on, even on a dirty carpet. So this carpet should be dry in an hour or so.
Yeah, about an hour.
He did mention he rented a machine to clean his carpet a year or so ago. And it took him a long, long time to do it. And the carpets were pretty soaking wet when he got done.
He said he rented a Bissell Green machine,
Yeah.
And he did not like the results. And he said it took a long time to clean it, and it didn't turn out like he wanted.
Well, we're almost to he's almost done with this section of the living room. This is enough for you to get a basic idea of what's going on. Oh, another thing I'll mention too, even if you vacuum your carpets ahead of time when you clean with this method, it brings up a lot of stuff that's embedded in the carpets that your vacuum may be missing. So after the carpets are fully dry, it's a good idea to vacuum again because
the next day or whatever.
Yeah, the next day, because that's your opportunity to get a lot more stuff out of your carpet.
One more thing to you people who are interested in this bonnet cleaning, in a big room like this, I usually spray about half the room, and then I stop and respray the other half of the room, because that way, if you try to do too big a place, your pre-spray could potentially start to dry up a little bit.
Yeah.
And you don't need that. We'll stop the camera. We'll pre-spray the other side of the room, and then we'll start the camera and finish this room on video.
So stay tuned. All right, we're going to do the other half of the room real quick. Have to stop the pre-spray. Now this machine is an orbital machine. It's not just spinning around. It's dual action. It spins around, but it also orbits. And anybody who's ever used like an orbital sander or an orbital polisher on their car or something like that, you understand that it can clean from on a carpet, it cleans all the fibers from all the directions. Yeah, simultaneously. So that's part of the reason it cleans so well.
It orbits around 1,800 orbits per minute, which is about 28 orbits per second, and it cleans every side of the carpet fiber.
Yeah, that's the reason it works so good, and you can have a lot smaller and lightweight machine that will outperform a huge floor buffer, which is what a lot of people clean carpets with. But they rely more on, since they're spinning at 175 RPMs, they rely more on the weight of the machine to help to scrub the carpets. These machines are a lot more aggressive for the size, and they're also really good at cleaning floors because of that same orbital motion. So they make good floor cleaners, floor polishers, carpet cleaning machines. If you have the right brush on there, you can clean a driveway or a garage floor.
Yeah, these are easy to clean a floor. You just put a black pad on it, and it'll clean any floor. We cleaned a concrete floor at a kitchen in a nursing home a while back, and it got everything.
Now, if you want to, you can get sanding screens and discs, and you can also refinish like decks and wood floors. You can use it for a lot of things.
It'll do everything you want to do.
The only thing you don't want to do, they don't seem to mind dust and things like that. The only thing you don't want to do is you don't want to get any liquid shot, like mist and stuff like that, going in the top of the motor. They don't like getting wet. But it does a good job. Kind of look. I hope the video showed the kind of the stains as it started out.
I got to over that a little bit more. I didn't get it all out yet.
And you can see it raises the carpet back up really well. So
yeah, it'll kind of help reestablish the net.
Allow your thresholds and everything to get matted down, and then the traffic areas get matted down. And this brings the carpet back up again.
And typically, on a 4 or 5, maybe 6 bedroom house, you can clean properly with one of these in about an hour. It's not going to take you all day.
Nope.
So it's fast.
And the carpets will be dry pretty quickly. So
you can clean it. Normally, by the time you're done with the last room, the first room you started is either dry or it's really close to dry. They dry amazingly quick.
And the nice thing, there's still people asleep in the house, and this isn't so loud that unless you go in the room they're in, they're not really going to be noticing the sound at all. So
we clean for our nursing home because we can be so quiet in a nursing home. We don't disturb the people that live there. So, and they want us in there because we're real quiet and we clean good.
Okay, he's going to go down that hall. It's going to be harder to shoot the video down there anyway, so I'm going to stop the video here. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them in the sections below. And until next time, thanks for watching.